Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at the OER course for Business Law, that's Business 5. And this course was created with resources on the Lumen Learning website. So when you open the course for the first time, it's going to open to the modules and you will see this instructor information. This is an unpublished module just for instructors to read about the course and provide some resources. I definitely suggest looking at the assignment information and the quiz inventory and also instructions on editing quizzes, because you might need to create a midterm and a final from the test banks that are provided with this course. Below that one is the Canvas orientation module. This is for your students. This is just basic information on how to navigate Canvas and get help if they need it. Canvas student guides, stuff like that. If we move down, I've included all the readings in chapter modules. There's 7 modules in this course, and you can see there's quite a bit of, it's broken up into a lot of like little parts here. So the student would kind of click on the first one. It opens up right in Canvas. This is just the ebook, free book. And then after they read it, they click next. That takes them to the next part of the chapter, and so on. And then if we look back, after they do the reading, this is where I've added some sample quizzes. You're free to change these, use these, delete these if you want. These are just chapter quizzes based on the chapter, obviously. And there's also written assignments that were included from Lumen that you can look at and decide if you want to use these or change or modify these as well. The quizzes, let me just show you. It's a little strange how these quizzes work. They are based on, the test banks are based on learning outcomes within the chapter. So when I created these quizzes, I had to pick questions from the sort of learning outcomes. So I wanted to make sure it covered everything. So as you can see, for chapter 1, there's actually 6 test banks that are associated with chapter 1. So I just picked a few questions from each bank that added up to 20. There was one chapter that only had 11 questions total. So for that one, it's only a 10-point quiz. But again, you're free to change these any way you want. These are random draw quizzes currently, but you might want to focus on some parts and just not focus on other parts. You're free to do that. Again, I would refer back to the instructor module and guide on editing quizzes. For instance, if you're going to add a midterm or a final, I'll just show you how the banks are. So if you create a new quiz, you can link it to a test bank. And if we go into quizzes, click on this little dots, manage question banks. Here's how the question banks are organized. Again, there's I have these organized a couple ways. So the first way is based on the learning outcome in each chapter, and there's multiple for each chapter. But if you scroll to the bottom of these test banks, you're gonna see I gave you the option of just by the entire chapter or module. Kind of means the same thing here. So it might be easier if you're creating a final exam or something to use these banks, which are each sort of chapter, and it combines all of these test banks for each specific chapter. So it might be a little easier to use these rather than have to draw from a whole bunch of different ones. This kind of condenses them. It's the same questions, same number of questions, just organized a different way. So again, free to use it however way you want. The assignments, you can look at these assignments, and you will obviously have to add dates and change any options that you want, but I basically just copied these assignments straight out of Lumen. They're written assignments. Again, I've set them up for students to submit a text entry box or file upload. You're free to change any of this. What the course is missing is PowerPoints and discussions. So if you're teaching this fully online, you will probably want to add some stuff, supplement this material with videos and maybe some PowerPoints, whatever you like. But as a jumping off point, this is a good start for the business law. Again, you can download this. Anyone at the LA Community College District any instructor can import this course into a Canvas site and use it to teach and give your students a free book. Thank you for watching.